In case I didn't make this clear before, when I do these videos, I am doing these assignments for the first time. I have not done them before. I'm sitting down recording these for you guys. So if it seems like they're taking a while, I apologize. That's why. I'm very used to having done them more times than I can count. So I'm doing them for the first time with you. And the assignment that the step that we're on right now is step 4 in column H create. I'm so sorry. I'm still on step 3 because I'm redoing it because I didn't like the way it turned out in the last one. So I'm going to go with that. In the rental data worksheet, column G, create a formula that uses HLOOKUP to assign a group code. So I will admit I went back and looked through a bunch of things. First of all, I have never used an HLOOKUP anywhere except for in class. So if that gives you some peace, excellent. So lookup value, what we want to look up here is the furniture. So if you click there, I really don't know why the @ sign is there. It seems to me I have a recollection when we learned this in class, we went back and took it out, but it doesn't seem to make a difference, so I'm just going to let it be there. Table array, and I'm just going to type it in because I don't want to switch to the other page. I know that I don't have to, and this is already named for you. And I hope that you paid attention. The HLOOKUP always looks in the first row. Always looks in the first row. I'm not sure why we still need a row index when the book makes such a point of putting that out, but it is row 2 that will have the value that we're looking for. And it's going to be an exact match, as, like I said, 99% of things are. And then it fills in the whole column. Fantastic. Moving on, step 4. We're going to do essentially the same thing, but we're going to throw an if statement in just for good measure. And we're going to do that in a pretty confusing way, so hold that thought. Okay, so moving on to, I'm going to do 4 again. In column H, which is rental fee, we want to use an if statement, and we want to nest a VLOOKUP inside of it. So let's just start. Equal if. The logical test is going to be the rental charge. Which is what we are. So that means we need to put... Okay, now for step 4. First of all, I'm going to say in the book it says 3 months and 9 months. I cannot see any possible way where that's correct. I think it should say 6 and 12, but that's the correction I made and the way I proceed with this assignment. We need to create a formula, again, a nested if formula, so we're going to start with equal if because that's what it tells us to do. And then Excel is telling you what it wants, logical test. So what are we trying to get here? We are trying to get rental charges. So the rental charges are going to be based on each set of furniture. So we also need to know also the rental period. So let's see here. We're going to say if, where's the rental period? Rental period. Again, I don't know why that shows up there, but it doesn't seem to make a difference. Equals 6, comma, then value of true is going to be a VLOOKUP. I feel like we've done this before. Haha. And then we're into a totally separate formula, which is the VLOOKUP formula, and we are also looking up based on the group code. So we're going to click group code. Rental charges, and that's a table. So that's the range name. Column index in that range is, well, let's just look and see. Column 2. Exact match. And then if we put a comma, oh sorry, we have to put a parenthesis, then a comma, then we go back up here. Here's our formula. Value if false is going to be another Vlookup. So we have to do almost exactly the same thing that we did right up here. We just have to change the column index from 2 to 3.